Stadium in Foxborough. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Patriots now on offense. They will be led out by their now 44-year-old quarterback playing in his 22nd NFL season. Unbelievable. The great Tom Brady.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that. But he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
From the 29, Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in Week 2. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. To throw is Brady. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the Jets are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. And to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Brady gives this to White. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down in the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
Here we go on 4th down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 41. And the return will stop right around the 25. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. He'll leave this one for White. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Brady to throw. And he'll be hit as throws, he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Brady to throw again. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, these 2 teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series.
On 2nd down, Martin. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, this defense for the Pats, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
To throw on 3rd down, Pennington. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st down, Pennington. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down, here's the run with Martin. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The run got 4, now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Pennington. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On 1st down, it's Martin. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Back to throw. Pennington is complete to Martin. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
They'll run, Martin. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
They'll try again.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Pennington. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after here coming up. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. Their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true, because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with a crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely, give these guys something to cheer about. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, a give to Martin. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. And that is incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From midfield, here's Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing to start the drive. Pennington. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pennington. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Brady's throw there complete. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 39, Brady. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Brady again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw again on second down, Brady. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. From the 45 on second down, Brady. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He'll drop it underneath to White, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here is some of the division races starting And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
This will be fielded inside the 5. 20 to the 24.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
To throw on second down. Pennington. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Brady now to throw. This is White on the screen. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff looking right. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 12.
Here's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. cut the lead down to 5. So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. On one hand, as we look at some of his struggles with the 3 interceptions, he's got to be upset. On the other hand, they're still winning this game.
So how does he take care of the ball the rest of the game? That's what his teammates are interested in, because they pick things up for him throughout. You got to look over the defensive side, the kicking game. Those guys have made it work for him. Now his goal, not mess up anything else down the stretch.
Yeah, forget about those 3 picks. Move on. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Pennington drops it off to Martin. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Pennington. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On first down, Brady. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they work this out past the 25.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there, getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Brady now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Shotgun now for Brady. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Brady going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
The Jets ready to get going again here on offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pennington. Holmes has got it complete. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Martin. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Again, it's Martin. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, it's Martin. Dante Hightower on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be the 8th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Pennington. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Trying to get a place on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady.
Certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now Brady. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And there's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep.
And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Brady. Over the middle, it's complete.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
May seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter.
There on 1st and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line.
And that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point attempt to come here. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Throwing to start the drive. Pennington goes underneath to Martin. And now loose football. Fumble. Martin lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one. And it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Pennington. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Pennington going for the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play that time by the Jets. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pennington. And a quick throw here that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 17-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And off comes to Martin. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw on 2nd down. Pennington. Throw left side complete. That's Holmes. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Pennington over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to the ground, Martin. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Patriots ready to get the football back. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthinking. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Now they try the right side here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
To throw is Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The New York set to take the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Well,
Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Patriots, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the losses are piling up.